This is T.Y. Jackson.
United States Women's Champion Chelsea Green.
How you doing, people?
And I love pro wrestling.
I love pro wrestling.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to the Brunch Gimmick. I am Lawrence Kurtze. We are live. Another big week in wrestling, as yesterday was AEW Wrestle Dream.
Hi, I'm Maxine Dupree.
And I'm Otis.
Hi, I'm the Sweetest Pea, Chris Dara.
Mars, the specialist.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And we
love wrestling.
Bottoms up, brains on. Welcome to Quizplex here on Love Wrestling, your pro wrestling trivia charity show. My name is Zach Ralph. I will be your host.
This is God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze.
We are the Usos.
This is Rachel Ellering.
And we love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Hello, love wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And you all know what that means.
Well, you better know by now. It's episode 235 of this thing.
I guarantee you there's like an 85% chance that's not an accurate number.
Hi, this is Shaz McKenzie.
This is Big Bad Boris.
This is the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
If you're here, thanks for being here. It's For Exposure, Love Wrestling's Independent Weekend podcast, where we break down all the best happenings on the world of the independent wrestling side.
I'm Penta. I'm wrestling. And what?
I'm the alternative Anthony Green.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
I love wrestling. And you know what? Pentacero.
That's called scatting, kids. It is 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is time for a excitingly fun, I hope, episode of Saturday Night Love. My name is Big Bad Boris.
I'm Big Ben Ortmans.
Hi, this is Smiley Kylie Ray.
I'm Sky.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Of course.
Oh, hello there.
That's chatting, kids.
I see we still have not yet updated that intro so that I have any words on there. It is still just...
If it makes you feel any better, Zach needs to update the Between Two Beards intro because we got to get that heinous savage Rich King off of that thing.
So, maybe in 3 years' time
we'll get you on
I'll get a word. Maybe. We'll see. Fingers
What's
crossed.
up, buddy? Welcome to Love Wrestling, your independent weekend wrestling.
This is For Exposure, not Love Wrestling.
Yeah. Love Wrestling's weekend independent.
Oh.
I just woke up from a nap. Let's start again. Run it back like Jay Uso. All right. Welcome to For Exposure. Love Wrestling. Let's run it back.
No. You start eating and I hit end stream right away. So.
You're anti-yeet anyway. You're right. It's For Exposure. We'll get it right one of these days.
It's For Exposure. I'm Blair, your Pluggo. Stop it.
Okay. I could just start the intro up if I wanted to. It's gonna be a long hour.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Like I said, just got up from a nap, so I'm still, figuring out the world.
That's fair. I mean, it's going to take you a while. So
yeah. I kept seeing tweets last night, like people going, "I just woke up this morning and apparently there's a war going on." Like, yep. So who knows what you wake up for after an hour-long nap? I got up early. I stayed up late last night. I'm on a 4-day vacation, so I've been abusing the hell out of the staying up late. I'm gonna have to get back on track because I have to go back to work Monday. But
I figured you had a day off when yesterday you sent me a text because you were watching Varsity Blues. So
So yeah, actually, I was off Friday. I was off Thursday and Friday. I had plans to go to Chicago. It didn't happen. No, that's fine.
You're stuck here with me. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It worked out. I think it worked out. Everything that had also gone on in the world, like it worked out where I think this was the way it was supposed to be. And so I got the kids got on the bus and everything, school, and I'm up and I'm like bored. I got nothing going on. So I was watching. Because I was watching something, but I finished watching Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. I started it the night before and fell asleep. So I finished watching that, and I start doing something around the house, and then the streaming service automatically started up Varsity Blues.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, well, there goes the next hour and a half of my life because I'm not turning this off. And then I was like, I think Blair would appreciate the opening credits. Good morning to you, boys.
I woke up at the crack of dawn and I had to ask you a question.
And I was like, I thought Blair would appreciate that kind of morning banter. So, yeah, good things happen when I don't have to go to work.
I appreciate that. Maybe this should be a regular thing.
Just me not working? Yeah, that'd be fantastic. But I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You never know. Never know.
You're right. You never know. I should be thankful that I get to go to work. But we got Zach Minger in the house. I always say National Pancake Day, and I said pancakes because a nice stack of flapjacks sound real nice right now. Mm-hmm. And then Equestrian Diva 17s and chat said we did so good last night.
Well, I thank you. I thought I did exceptionally well last night.
What'd you do last night?
I went to a local wrestling show last night.
I watched LPW, if that's what they are referring to.
Could be both.
I thought that they did well last night as well.
Mm-hmm. So it was.
We need a hero. We need a hero for the rest of our. How that song go?
We have one. It's Chad Kroger and Josie Scott.
No, LPW needs a hero. There's a lot of heels running.
Chad Kroger and Josie Scott.
Maybe it could be because there's a lot of heels. A lot of heels running amok over there in LPW right now. We need somebody to rise up.
You watched the show last night. Give us the lowdown. Let us know the haps, and I'll tell you about my little evening, and then we'll carry on our way, son.
Okay. Well.
Yes.
Rich King shaved Larry Woods' his head. So there's that.
Larry Woods is team bald now.
Well, he's not completely bald, but he cut off his luscious locks, so he might be ended up going bald. Rich King's a little heinous. Zoe Sager and the Mad Lads, a.k.a. the Nasty Boys, broke up the Scotty Ace Nick Shostastic match, which was actually cooking because they wanted to get started that scramble match. And all I'm going to say is I think because again there was audio issues for us at home, so I didn't get any of Boris's audible chocolate sweet thoughts on this. But it looked like Nate Nixon is super thrilled with Zoe Sager's set because she pinned William Taylor to retain.
Did you get your finger poke of doom?
No, but they beat the living. They beat the piss out of the Short Kings for a good portion of this match. But I will say we're getting the Short Kings versus the Mad Lads at LPW 46, so that's pretty awesome. Like I'm psyched for that match. But I think Nate Nixon of all people is just like I don't know if I'm vibing with this chick, and I think that that's interesting. Williams trying to broker the peace a little bit and say it's cool, man. It's cool because again, like I said, Nate Nixon, you're the only one without gold. You're the only one of that group that hasn't touched any type of championship gold. The other two are doing just fine. You seem to be the weak link, my guy, the third wheel. Maybe it's time to break off and do your own thing.
But is there anyone that the Nasty Boys haven't aligned themselves with? I mean, they are the ultimate homie hoppers.
That's what I'm saying. And maybe it's William who's like the ultimate homie hopper, and Nate's more of a loyal friend.
Is it like? Do you think maybe White Shirt William Taylor just is lonely?
Maybe. And then Nate's like, you're my boy and I don't want to leave you hanging, so I'm going to come with you because I love you. But
yeah,
I could be just driving a wedge. Equestrian did the second row last night. So you'll have to tell us what you thought of some of these matches. You were right then and there. Those blood-curdling screams from Larry Woods. I could hear those.
Yeah.
clear as day. That was pretty rough.
Oh, that's good.
Trying to think what else we got. We're gonna get Rich King and Dean Richter versus Paralera for the tag champs because they beat Paralera by nefarious means, but they still beat them each individual match. So we had that, and of course, Stephen Crow, the Clandestine Wrestling Society, beat T.Y. Jackson, Kyle Shaw, Jax Wilder. So anything goes at LPW 46. Savage Love. I think I missed it. Oh, Christian Starr won as well.
Hell yeah, Christian Starr.
Christian Starr got the dub. Mm-hmm. But again, like I said, a lot of heels taking over. Like, we need that baby face just uprising like that, because there's a lot of people running amok. There's a lot of loose cannons.
You know who LPW needs? Ryback.
Equestrian Diva said they liked them all. I don't disagree. I didn't disagree there. Ryback. Nobody needs Ryback.
Ryback's going to show up at LPW 46 and just start cleaning house. He's going to do the
I don't even think Ryback needs Ryback. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Let me pull up some of my notes from last night's show to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, no, I didn't miss anybody. That was because like I said, poor Larry Woods, he lost.
And LPW 46 is actually happening on a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, March 21st.
So don't be waiting for the last Friday of the month. You're going to look for the third Saturday of the month.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to be interesting on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll be the lead into that. Who knows? I don't know what we're going to do there.
Thinking.
We'll have to see. That's what we like to see. That you go to a wrestling show and then you're like, I would want to do that. That's awesome. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go be a wrestler. Go be a wrestler and take down the savagery that is Stephen Crow.
Equestrian Diva could be the next LPW Challenge champion.
Could be. Go take down Zoe Sager. Take down Rich King. These baby faces. They had a rough go to it last night.
Yeah, no kidding.
It wasn't a good time for them. And I'm just like, we need a hero. We need a hero to the end of the night. That's gotta be strong. Anyway, we'll get demonetized for that because it's so good.
Probably. So you're very
so if you are in the chat, feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave us a super chat to help keep the lights on. We'll guarantee your question or statement gets read on set air.
Oh, come on. We'll say it regardless.
I mean, but if you wanted to help keep the lights on here at Love Wrestling and help pay for Larry Woods' new haircut that Rich King gave him.
Yeah. So
heinous acts. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a solid show. Like I said, the poor audio was a little rough, but I mean, if you had fun while you were there, then there you go.
You know what, Equestrian Diva? There is actually going to be a show tonight that's going to be talking WWE following Elimination Chamber. It's going to be Elimination Chamber review show with Pluggo. That guy.
Yes, Pluggo will be there. That's me. JPJ, my co-host of Between Two Beards, will be there with Ella J. We're gonna talk about the Elimination Chamber. We do a show Thursdays, Between Two Beards. That covers all your wrestling. Lawrence on Sunday mornings, Brunch Gimmick. He'll probably be talking Chamber, WWE stuff as well. He tends to dabble in a little bit more obscure things, but he'll talk about the big stuff. And then who am I missing?
I think that's it.
Oh, okay. Then there's
Prime for more shows to pop up on LPW. Just saying.
What, more shows? There's more spots? You got more shows coming?
Maybe there should be.
You're doing more shows? The Nitro Boys?
I'm just throwing it out there.
The only problem now with the Nitro Boys is I don't know where to find WCW because they took it off the Peacock.
Oh, buddy, I could find a way for us to do it. You just got to commit.
But yeah, this is true. Once I figure out this spring schedule, because this is when it gets real goofy for me because baseball starts up the end of the month. I will be able to, because like I said, I think I'm primed to do some more stuff. I'm feeling froggy. Don't get me wrong, but you can always, Equestrian Diva, you can always follow me for more WWE stuff. I can do all of my stuff. Blair not so much.
I'm not much of a WWE guy. I'm more of an AEW guy, but I will never shame anyone for.
I know. I appreciate
WWE.
I appreciate you for that.
I just, it's just something.
I just want to know what's in the box tonight. That's all I want to know.
I don't know. It's probably people are thinking it's Danhausen.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I know that we're super heavy indie stuff, and Danhausen is an indie god. Let's be honest. And you're not a huge Danhausen guy, but he did get removed from AEW's roster page. He could just be trolling us because, listen, it would be. It's good business that if you're free and there's this entity to promote yourself as that person that could possibly be the debut, just to get your name circulating again. Could we, if it's not Danhausen, are you ready for the Danhausen independent summer tour that's going to just explode?
Hey, why not?
If he doesn't sign with the Fed today.
He still was doing so many indies that, like, how much of a difference would it actually make? Because he was still doing quite a few of them.
That's true. But he said he's free now. He can do whatever he wants. But that again, that's just good. Jericho did the same thing around the Rumble. He did the same thing where he was so maybe Danhausen's just following suit. But
could be. So I know for myself, last night I went to a local indie show.
How was that?
It was very enjoyable.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you know who I saw wrestle there? Former member of Seven, TJ Cannon.
How did they used to do it? Zoltan.
So he was there. He actually won his match.
Nice.
It was a triple threat match against Mentolo, who he's probably one of the most talented wrestlers in Canada.
Remember when Thad Archer ruined Seven like he ruins everything he touches?
Man's got to do what a man's got to do. So he beat Mentolo and Whitesnake. And let me tell you, Whitesnake fucking rules.
Hell yeah.
You picture a wrestler named Whitesnake, and that's exactly what he looks like.
Like
a rocker through.
I was going to say, like the band.
Oh, yeah.
Hell. What was the Whitesnake's big song? Spencer's probably going to get pissed that I don't know that.
There is Here We Go Again.
Here we go again on my own. That reminds me at the end of Old School.
Yep. When he's and isn't it when he's also fixing the car too?
Yeah, when he's fixing the car. No, the beginning. No, because the beginning when he's fixing the car, that's the song that's playing. At the end, it's Wayward Son. But yeah, when he's like, and he goes, "Yeah, what's up, Tom? It's not exactly street legal."
Because his wife comes out with iced tea.
Yeah, sorry, honey, it's not exactly street legal.
So it's there was that. There was Candy Chaos versus Willie Park. I can't remember who won. I think Candy Chaos did.
I like the name Chaos though.
Spanky versus Mustachio versus Eddie Alvarez. And I think Spanky won that, and it was something. It was something. Also, it still fucking blows my mind that like people use like immigration for cheap heat, and like bullshit like that. Like, no offense, like to anyone, but like get that shit out of wrestling. We don't need it.
Yeah, it's not great, but unfortunately, the history of professional wrestling is using what's hot to be cheap heat, and I don't love it either. No, the way they, I agree with you, but I don't know if you're ever going to see it leave. It's just in those. You could do better.
Yeah, 100%.
You do better. Like, come on, guys.
There was also Corey Diamond versus Reggie Gallagher. Corey Diamond winning by countout. So you always love a countout win.
Yeah,
independent wrestling show. Yeah. What else was there? Two masked guys. I only know one of their names. Zamil.
Did you get in the mix?
I did not. There's two guys with a child as the referee, and for the tag titles, the Steel Stud and El Blanco Diablo beat Austin Acid and Kevin O'Doyle.
Hell yeah!
And the main event was TNA superstar Cody Deaner
Hey, Diener.
Yeah, facing off against Outlaw Adam Knight.
Yeah, I missed Diener on my TNA screen. He's back. I haven't been watching the last couple of weeks, but he does bear a striking resemblance to the hometown man.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I felt bad for Diener because he arrived. His luggage with all of his merch and stuff never showed up.
Oh no!
It didn't show up until after the show. So like, at least he could sell some stuff later on, but it still sucks, you know.
Yeah, you want to try to sell throughout the whole time you're there.
Yeah, I chatted with him for a little bit. We have a mutual acquaintance, so we chit chatted, and it was an entertaining show. You know what? I'll be back in April to go check it out again. I think it's called Anarchy in April.
Nice.
So
my local shows are going to start firing up next week. So I'm gonna take the little one to the one. See if I can get Jorge Bravo to get mad at me, fight him again.
Well.
I'm gonna try. I'm coming. 2026 is the year of like me just wrecking shit.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
By wrecking shit, I'm gonna be sitting there eating some delicious barbecue.
Is there going to be barbecue there next week?
There's a guy that does barbecue.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, there's a guy that sells like pulled pork sandwiches and rib tips and stuff. Yeah. I'm going to be destroying that while I'm talking shit to wrestlers who are way more athletic than me.
You're just going to run a train on those rib tips, aren't you?
Yeah. You're not very good at this.
Well, you suck.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
All over your mouth.
Yeah,
you guys suck.
I'm just like, oh, man. You're trash. No, I would never. I know
you had mentioned you watched some of the GCW show from last night. How was it?
I did. I ended up watching. What do they call that show?
Say My Name.
Say My Name. Yeah, I watched it. You know who's got some charisma, man? Who's Brody Lee Jr., dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking mad shit to the Blade.
I know Brody Lee Jr. is going to be back tonight for tonight.
Well, yeah, he's going to be in Janela's corner because we're getting the Blade versus Janela tonight at Baller Blocking. Good. So yeah, we had KJ Orso was there. You know, doing KJ Orso type things. Like, yeah, it was a good show overall. Like, I enjoyed myself.
That's good.
But yeah, they announced that last night. So if you don't have that in your graphics, they announced that Joey Janela would take on the Blade tonight.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I'm checking.
I see you scrambling it. It was something that they announced as I was watching it this morning.
Yeah, there's nothing. So if it wasn't for you, oh, there it is. Okay, good. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Vandal 48 doing Vandal 48 things. They basically told Tremont if he doesn't show up tonight, then he's never getting a title shot again because Tremont's not cleared. Yeah,
that's rude.
So I would imagine Matt Tremont's going to show up.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
He ain't no bitch.
No, he is not.
Oh, yeah.
You did that? You did C4? How was C4?
I didn't finish C4 because I definitely bit off more than I could chew and fell asleep, but Bring It On.
Good movie.
Stuff. That was good movie. That was actually Lawrence's recommendation that I watched that because yesterday I was messing around with TikTok Live. I'm an old guy, and I was like, let me try this TikTok Live thing. And I accidentally invited some random person to be my guest because I thought I was just inviting them to said stream to watch.
Okay.
So I ended up talking to them. Lawrence popped in and said, you should check out this Bring It On. And so pretty good so far. I'm going to finish it. Sleazy Sparks was there. Drea Mitchell was there. Billy Starks was there.
How good is Drea Mitchell? Like,
very good. Very good. Very good. Kristara, friend of Love Wrestling, she was there as well. So yeah, I had a good little time. I like the setup. I like the aesthetics. I like the vibe. So I'll finish it. I'll probably finish it up later today. Fernando's in the house. What's up, Fernando?
Kristara facing off against Shayna Baszler here in Winnipeg in 2 short weeks. Part of the Voyager Cup.
Yeah, I just saw Shayna announce she's going to be at Bloodsport again.
Yeah, hey, that's even one of the tidbits.
Oh, was it? Look at that.
You're just on top of things.
Yeah. I've been sitting around scrolling the interwebs the last couple of days, I guess. I've had nothing to do.
Yeah,
it was a staycation on Thursday, Friday, and I literally was like, Mrs. Pluggo was like, so how was your day off? And I go, boring. Like I didn't do a single thing.
You need that sometimes, though.
Yeah, and like it was nice. Don't get me wrong, it was good. But I was also just like, I'm just sitting in the house going, because it's too, it's cold out still, so it's not like I can go do a bunch of like outdoorsy things. And I was just like, all right, I guess we're gonna just be a couch potato for 4 days. It's been fun.
Okay, that's okay. I'm not here to judge. If I had 4 days off, I would do that too.
Oh,
The same.
Yeah. Hells yeah, want some road beers?
We have some stuff to talk about today. Before we get into the shows, there was another announcement for WrestleMania weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The let's go to edit. The Palm Slam Fest. I wish I had a one without the House of Glory logo on the very top, but it's going to be on Triller TV. You'll get Stardom, Maple Leaf Pro, CMLL, House of Glory, and Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. They're all going to be doing shows WrestleMania weekend.
Jesus.
The thing is, like, apparently the prices for these are a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
for this Palm Slam Fest?
Yeah.
Man, I mean,
someone priced it out, and if you were to go to like all 5 of the shows or something, it'd be like front row. You're paying close to like $700 or something.
I mean, for front row, then I guess. But yeah, I don't pay them front row prices.
But I say it like it's a problem because the one with St. Louis Anarchy, West Coast Pro, New Texas Pro, and Pride Style, and the other one that I can't remember at the moment, they're doing one, and it's like if you were to go to all 5 shows as the front row, it's like $150.
Right? Yeah. No, that's more reasonable. This is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, and I mean CMLL, Maple Leaf Pro, Stardom. These are bigger names, New Japan, but. I don't know how I saw the list. Like I saw a list, just like an itemized. Like I didn't see all the show names, but there's like I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you navigate.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Even we had.
I just don't know how you do it. So you obviously won't be able to go to everything because I'm sure there'll be things going on at the same time. So you're gonna have to be strategic and pick your spots. But whew, maybe just run over to a craps table, put it all on black, and hope for the best. I don't know.
This is even more overwhelming than normal.
Yeah, which the collective kind of started this. This is their thing. Other people are kind of starting to, and I think this is going to become the norm where, people are like there is money to be made here. Maybe people that don't want to go to the collective want to go to this, and they just make it. I don't know what we're going to do next year with no WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's going to be something because I can't see anyone going over to Saudi Arabia because like. People will talk about it, but then maybe GCW will go there or whatever. But it's like, well, how many people over there watch GCW? Like, is there the demand to actually go there? Because people aren't going to be traveling to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania. You can't expect.
Maybe some people, but I just because usually that's how it works. They attach themselves to it. So maybe they'll just run the collective on that weekend either way, somewhere in the States.
You may as well.
Yeah, just do it in my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Speaking of my neck of the woods, Warrior teased that they're coming to South Bend in May.
Gotta get on that, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'll go. I love Warrior. It's close. I mean, if it's in my backyard, I might as well.
Have they announced who's going to be there yet?
No, they just teased that they're going to make an announcement on Monday, and they put up a graphic that looks oddly familiar to my backyard.
Oh,
down to the rusted out shed. I was like, hey, I know that place.
Maybe it is actually going to be in your backyard.
right? They're like, Pluggo, listen.
We want to run a show in your backyard.
Is that cool? And I'm like, let me run it by Mrs. Pluggo first. But no, so we'll see. But that's crazy. That's to do Palm Slam Fest for that price.
You got the collective.
But people are going to pay it if they're there.
They will.
They'll pay it. Somebody will pay it.
I know. But
I'm just curious on what they're going up against, right? Like, so if you're going to do this, Are they strategically trying to place it around where there's no show times? Or are they going head to head with collective? Are we starting to cannibalize each other here? Is that what we're doing?
You're going to get to that point because there's only so many hours in a day.
It's like, don't get me wrong. Like the last time I was one of the collective weekends, there was a couple of shows that you would look at and you'd watch, and there was not a ton of people in the crowd because maybe there was other things going on. I hope we don't get to this situation where we've spread ourselves so thin with the collective that these shows aren't getting the proper eyeballs on them.
Yeah. And I think that's my concern, is that there's too many people who are kind of dipping their toes into it. And it's just stretching too thin for like the amount of people that can go. And even like how much things cost nowadays, people only have so much income. Yeah. It's going to get to a point where you keep this up and people are going to have enough money to spend to go to all of these shows. Because you even see it with, people wanting to go to WrestleMania or whatever, where the cheapest ticket is like $400 or $500.
Oh, yeah.
That shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, and imagine if you bought like tickets to the whole collective and all the stuff, and then they announced this, and you're like, shoot, maybe I would have did this instead. I don't know. It's not a bad thing to have more wrestling. It's just in this condensed time, there's only so much time in that 4-day span. Mm-hmm. And people, if you're a wrestling fan, you might be going for, you're going to factor in the WrestleMania stuff, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
More power to them. I don't know, man.
It's going to be interesting to see how things play out, I think. So, we will have more collective stuff, more collective previews coming up.
Yeah,
in the near future. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, we're going to be talking collective stuff leading up to it, right till the last day. So stay tuned for all that. Don't worry, we got you covered.
Oh, yeah. Got your back. We got you covered like some barbecue wings.
Nom, 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 nom.
I had some of those last night. Delicious.
Well, thanks for the invite.
Oh, sorry. You're going to come on down to South Bend and go to the local wing spot. Like, by all means.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll go pro down at the wing spot.
Come on down. We'll go tonight. Come on down.
We'll go crush some non-alkies and have some wings.
Hell yeah, dude. If you make it, come on down. We'll watch the Chamber.
One day. Is that where you're going to watch Chamber? Or you watch that?
No, I watch it at home.
Never know. So
George is in the house asking, when is Megan fighting? Tonight.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you mean Megan Bayne tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Atticus Cogar. And we're going to talk about that right away.
Fresh off of her unfortunate shortcomings with the tag titles in AEW, because Penelope Ford got hurt again, unfortunately. So she's going to take her frustrations out on Atticus Cogar tonight.
I hope she does. That's a perfect segue.
That's what I do.
Tonight, GCW presents Baller Blocking. That's happening in Hartford, Connecticut, 7 p.m. Central Time. I love that. That is great.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want with an independent wrestling show. Start at 7 o'clock.
It's 8 p.m. for me, so it's not perfect, but it is, it's still, I'll probably fire it up after everything tonight, but.
This is some long-term storytelling with GCW.
This is very long-term story. The obsession that Cogar had with Megan Bayne at one point. Janela's going to be in the building too, so maybe we'll see. This could be an explosive match. I don't know if Megan's going to win. I don't think she's going to win, but I wouldn't be shocked if she left as GCW World Champion tonight.
I think that'd be huge if she did. Especially because I think people don't expect it.
Yeah.
I think people think that's just going to be another win for Atticus. So, why not have Megan win, even if it's just like a couple-week run with the title and then drop it back? I think there's not enough of those in all of wrestling, so
yeah,
why not try it out?
But yeah, that should be a good one. That's definitely a must-watch. We'll see how that all pans out, as the kids say. But I wouldn't be surprised. But I think Atticus has got a little bit more in the tank. Maybe this is setting up Atticus and Joey.
Yeah, could be
long term, because Megan Bayne is killing it in AEW, and I think I think it's only a matter of time before she's got some gold. I know that the unfortunate stuff that happened on Wednesday prevented that because I thought maybe they would win it there because it was a weird finish.
Yeah, I think you could kind of see that they had to call an audible on it.
Well,
because like what a terrible DQ finish.
Just the most obvious, blatant
yeah.
DQ finish for no reason. Yeah, because poor Penelope can't catch a break.
So I think what you're going to see is you're going to see Megan Bayne and Lena Cross end up with the AEW Women's Tag Team titles.
Yeah,
I think that's just the natural
and Penelope will come back and they'll freebird them things.
Yeah, 100%. Because she might be out for a while, so like hopefully she gets can be on the men soon and be on the up and up.
I agree.
So, but also tonight we have Gringo Loco versus KJ Orso. KJ Orso has done an incredible job as becoming one of the top heels in independent wrestling.
Yeah, what a real bummer that guy is. Bryce, my guys, you're our guy, Bryce. We love you.
Bryce, you missed it.
Bryce.
We talked about Blaze already, Bryce. I was with Bryce last night.
Oh, you're with Bryce last night. Then you're trying to homie hop over here and have wings with me, huh?
Yeah, I hang out with all my friends. I like to
I guess you could
spread myself out to all of my friends.
I guess that's allowed. Yeah, KJ Orso's a real bummer of a guy, but he's a great wrestler. He's just an asshole, right? And Gringo Loco's fucking awesome. So this will be a fun match and a fun little clash of styles. We'll see how it goes.
I like that KJ Orso really reinvented himself as soon as he made the decision to stick with GCW as a more regular thing.
Yeah.
He did a few indies and a few GCW shows, and then next thing you know, he's one of the top heels in independent wrestling. So I love that for him.
Yeah, no, I mean, and like you said, he could have stuck with the Fuego del Sol thing and rode that out for a long time, but he changed his whole gimmick and his whole persona, and it's been absolutely working for him. And come on, we'll crush him. Okay, come on down. We'll do that. All right, come on up. Either way.
There you go. Maybe you come up, you come check out a local wrestling show here, and we'll have some fun.
There you go.
So I'm just saying.
I definitely feel like there's more shows going on around you guys up in Canada than around me on a consistent basis. But
yeah, I think even in Winnipeg, it's a regular thing. There's usually
maple syrup wrestling and just being overly nice people. That's the Canadian way.
Like
the Bret Hart country up there.
I mean, in March, I know of 4 shows already. So it's almost like every weekend that there's a show, or every other weekend. So
I'm sure if I tried, I could figure it out. But yeah, they're just like where it's like not very far of a drive.
Yeah.
I wish that would be more. I wish my area had more of a presence where there was something every weekend or every other weekend or something. But we get once or twice a month for the most. In the summertime, we'll do pretty good. But
it was a good time last night.
I'd like to be able to just walk out of my house and just wrestling right there.
Besides the cold weather, it was very good last night.
The cold weather's never ending.
We also got Beastman versus Jimmy Lloyd.
Yeah, Jimmy Lloyd and Beastman both wrestled last night.
How'd they look?
They looked okay. Beastman lost because it was the Ultraviolent championship match. Jimmy Lloyd lost to the Blade. Jimmy Lloyd took a nasty bump through some chairs and a door. Woo.
Live by the blade, you die by the blade.
That's right. It was in Rochester, New York too, so they had to keep it kind of tame. So I was surprised that they even did an Ultraviolent championship match in Rochester due to all the restrictions that New York wrestling has.
Mm-hmm.
Like blood, none of this, none of that crazy stuff. So, but yeah, they did okay. They're gonna face off tonight.
Okay, that's all right. We also got, this is a complete contrast in what you're getting with the last match, but Charles Mason versus Dr. Redacted, your JCW world champion. I don't think the title's on the line. Faced off against Dr. Redacted.
Yeah. Who's going to lick blood first? Which one was going to go first? Because they're both crazy.
Yeah, this will up the violence quota for the evening.
Yeah, this will get you started off in a right direction for some violence. I think Charles Mason's going to take it though. He's been on a roll right now, and I think he's unstoppable.
So you've got that. We also got to continue the violence train. Atticus Cogar defending that Ultraviolent championship against Matt Tremont, but it's if Matt's there, if he's able to wrestle.
And Otis told him, like, you better be, or you're getting this championship opportunity ever again. He's not he came out last night and said he's not cleared, but he hopes to be cleared for tomorrow, and come hell or high water, he'll be there. But we'll see. They kind of planted some seeds of doubt, but I think he'll be there. I think that's the story they're telling. So I think he's going to show, and we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, hey, why not?
I don't know how he counteracts Christian Napier, Mr. Tremont, but we'll see if he can pull it off.
For the GCW Tag Team Championships, the Bust and the Brain versus the Savage Gnomes, Bear Bronson and Gabby Forza.
For the championships.
Yeah, the Bust and the Brain had a solid match at New Japan last night.
Oh, yeah? Did they? Were they part of that? I saw some... I haven't dove into that New Japan show at all, but I did see some rumblings about it, but I didn't know who was on it. But that's awesome. And then I watched Gabby Forza. She was on the Bring It On show, the C4 show that I watched, the Nomi, so you got to like that. So could we see a title change, Blair? We're into that territory.
Oh, I know.
We're into that name redacted territory where they held the title so long that we're like, it's got to happen this month.
I know. And we thought it was going to happen so often before when Jordan Oliver was champion before.
Yeah. But maybe they hold it on. Maybe they're going to bust in the brain. It'll keep on championshiping. Who knows?
We'll find out. I mean, I do like that we're getting more Bear Bronson and Gabby Forza matches. I mean, they're a couple in real life. They're a couple that wrestles together, stays together. So,
yeah. Works together, stays together. I work with my wife.
Yeah.
And she picks on me at work with all her little friends, and her work wife pick on me.
They bully you?
Yeah. She'll say that it's the other way around, but like I'll just be walking around and they go, it's you. And I'm like, I didn't do anything.
So what you said this morning.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, all right, I'll just keep on walking, guys. Keep picking on me.
Maybe you just got to go find a work husband.
I have one.
Hell yeah, there you go.
But he works different hours, so sometimes I'll get a little bit of backup.
Maybe you just, instead just talk about your streaming husband, me.
Yeah, there you go. Like, if Blair was down here right now, he would not put up with this slander.
I would not. I would show you so much love and affection. Like, I would make sure that you're taken care of.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. You hear that, Mrs. Pluggo?
Oh, shit. She's going to come after you.
And your ears are going to start burning.
Teriyaki versus Dustin Waller.
All right. I love me some teriyaki, dude.
And also announced last night, which you mentioned.
Yeah.
Joey Janela with Brody Lee Jr. versus The Blade.
Oh, did you find the graphic?
I did.
Hells yeah. Yeah, Brody Lee Jr. came out running his... and he was doing it in like... Oh, my bad. Brody Lee Jr. He wasn't trying... He was just coming off very cocky. He's like, I don't know, but I know The Blade's really good, but I've never... I'm the clusterfuck champion, and I'm this, that, and the other. Have you ever been in one of those? And he was ramping the crowd up, and The Blade snapped on him. And then whoever was running commentary last night, I forgot his name, came out. It wasn't Emil or anything. It was somebody else. They came out and got in the middle, and Brody goes, I can't fight because of Rochester laws and rules, and so I can't fight you, but I know somebody that will tomorrow night. And he said, yeah, Joey Janela owes him a favor, so that's where we're heading.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It's good to see The Blade wrestling, dude. He's really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good.
I'm glad he's back. He said he's back after some surgeries. This is his 6th match back, and he was feeling good last night, so we can keep it rolling.
No, I think that's really good. Good to see him back. Good to see him healthy, because it was a rough go there for him. So nice to see. So, all right. So we will take this opportunity in the show. First off, to thank you for, the support. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're feeling so nasty, maybe you want to hit up the Patreon, because there's some fantastic Patreon content up on there. Yeah. Just check it out. That's all I'm saying.
His face is on there sometimes. Total Fell.
It's Blair's Tidbits.
Tidbits. Tidbits. Tidbits. Blair's Tidbits. Blair. Beep boop bop. Tidbits.
I always try to time it when you're like done talking.
No, I was just saying Total Fellas is on there. Spencer knows.
There you go.
No, yeah, that's the shortest lived show in wrestling history.
Mm-hmm. How many episodes did it get?
22 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it is. I was gonna say maybe there might be others, but no, that's not.
No, it was a great idea in theory. It was poor execution, and then it just fizzled out midstream.
That's fair. So coming up, Alan Angels, he's going to be at the WXW 16 Karat Gold tournament. That's happening next weekend.
Why is he covering his face? He's too good looking to be covering his face.
Mad Dog Connolly, he is announced for the Action Wrestling We Gambled Away the Graphics Budget show April 17th.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned for even more match announcements, wrestler announcements, all that fun stuff. As you mentioned earlier, Shayna Baszler announced for Bloodsport 15.
Yes, sir.
We'll be there. At Effie's Big Gay Brunch, Saturday, April 18th, Nyla Rose versus Dark Sheik.
Yay, Nyla Rose sighting. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Super Crazy announced for upcoming GCW shows April 4th at the Ukrainian Cultural Center when they head back out to Los Angeles. And announced for the clusterfuck, one of the men who has taken the internet by storm with his entrance, his wrestling, Ricky Sosa from Europe. He's going to be at the Immortal Clusterfuck.
Hell yeah.
I'm a big Ricky Sosa guy. I
Yeah?
like Sosa, yeah.
I need more Ricky Sosa in my life. I haven't seen enough, that's for sure.
So I got a couple more for you because they just, the size of them weren't good. Poder Mania announced they've got an upcoming show April 15th, part of WrestleMania weekend. I'm sure we'll talk about it more closer too, but they got a 6-woman tag match. Serena Vale, Valentina Rossi, and Journey Burke versus Danny Moe, Rachel Lee, and Emily J. And the one that really caught my attention was this bad boy right here, where you will see Alley Catch versus Kaya? Is it Kaya?
Kaya McKenna, yeah.
Kaya McKenna. She was on Quizplex.
Yeah, she's the LPW alum. Yeah, she's wrestled for LPW. She was on Quizplex, friend of the show. Alley Catch, same, did Quizplex and friend of the show. This is good. That's awesome.
I did not know that Kaya had wrestled for LPW.
Yeah, she did one show. I can't remember which one, but I know she did. It was in I think she did one of the scrambles in the fall last year. I want to say.
No way.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm
pretty sure. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure
it happens.
It's a good problem to have when you've done 45 flagship LPW Friday shows that you start to forget who's wrestled for you because you always have bangers. So
that's coming up April 15th. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Tax day here in the States.
Well, I don't know what that means.
That's where you have to have your taxes filed.
Oh.
That's the day you have to have them filed by in the States.
Gotcha.
Or they come and get you.
Oh, boy.
Or they say, you owe us more money with interest and back taxes, and then you're a fugitive of the law.
Gotcha. But coming up next weekend, Metroplex Wrestling is doing... Back and forth. Okay.
These three. So what we're doing, we're putting these graphics up. We're showing you graphics of the shows that were coming up. Yeah. So what we like to do here at Full Exposure is put more exposure on independent wrestling. So by doing that, we decided early on in our show that we could talk about Nikki Blackheart and Priscilla Kelly and this MPX women's title match, but you may not know who that is. So why don't we put a face to the name and a graphic? So we put graphics up, we take them down, we go through shows. That's how we kind of do it here.
Yep. And
but shout out to Coda. Welcome in, Coda. Yeah. You have a good follower. We appreciate you. But that's what we do here on the Independent Wrestling Show.
Metroplex Wrestling last year they did Who Runs the World 2, which did it win our indie show of the year? I think it did.
It did, I believe so, yeah.
So they're coming back with the third iteration of it this upcoming Friday. It's happening down in
Southern Junction.
Irving, Texas.
That's right.
So Nikki Blackheart, the MXP Women's Champion, against Priscilla Kelly. Nikki Blackheart had a WWE tryout, eh?
Yeah, I was just saying Nikki Blackheart's been on the radar, making her name for herself, like rightfully so. She had a tryout. There's a lot of speculation and innuendo, as Conrad Thompson would say, of her making the jump sooner than later, but there's nothing confirmed. So
I know she's going to be up in Winnipeg in 2 weeks' time as part of that Voyager Cup that I mentioned earlier. That Shayna Baszler is going to be there, Allie Katch, Kristara, some of the best women's wrestlers in all of North America are going to be there. So it'll be a fun time. Nikki Blackheart's going to be there. Very excited for her. And this is going to be a hell of a match. I think you're getting two of the best in the independent wrestling facing off one-on-one at one of the flagship shows for Metroplex Wrestling.
Heck yeah.
So we've got that. We also have a couple more announcements for the show. Stay tuned to their social media. They also broadcast their shows up on Triller. So that is, or not on Triller, on Twitch. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, start Triller even better, but
Twitch, YouTube. So there you go. You will also see J-Rod versus Ray Lynn.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you're a big J-Rod fan.
I am a big J-Rod fan. I like the vibe. I like the look. I like the way she wrestles. I don't know much about Ray Lynn, but we'll find out.
So we've got that. You've also going to see there's two other matches announced for the show so far. We also have. I'm excited for this one.
I'm also just a sucker for tournament wrestling.
Oh yeah,
I love a good tournament.
Yeah, the American Joshi tournament bracket. So you will also see Emi Sakura versus Anarkid Ash.
There's not enough Emi Sakura in the world.
No.
She should be wrestling on your television every week.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
And Anarkid Ash is, just one of the tops down there in the wrestling down in the South. They're doing some great stuff down there. And it's you get excited for a match like this because you have someone with the veteran presence of Emmy, and then someone like Ash who's maybe only get into this for a little bit, a couple years in or so, and then it's a big opportunity just to first off gain experience, wrestle someone with the pedigree of Emmy. This is a big deal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
slept on. Emi Sakura slept on, man.
Oh,
so good. People that know.
Oh yeah,
she's so much fun, man.
Yeah,
I'm never disappointed when she's on TV.
No, I remember seeing her wrestle. I think it was it Zoe Sager in Winnipeg at AEW Dark?
It might have been. That might have been. Yeah, that might have been. Yeah, the Sager. Yeah. We had a good run at that AEW Dark up there.
I loved AEW Dark.
I did too. I don't know why they don't. I get why they don't do it. Probably cost reasons and things. But it was cool.
I wonder if, with the talk of Ring of Honor getting its own, hey, we're going to film it here at the studio, if maybe we see the return of Dark, which I think would be great.
Yeah, they're talking about revamping how they do Ring of Honor. Yeah. I would just like them to give that you shouldn't be charging people $9 a month for that.
Ring of Honor?
For the weekly show.
You know what? I can forgive it only because the pay-per-views are included with that.
Yeah, that's fair. The pay-per-views are always bangers, but there are some weeks that they just do they just run back old stuff, and you're like, you know who used to do that? NWA, when they would charge for their weekly TV, and then they'd have a clip show twice a month. You're like, you motherfuckers.
Oh hell yeah, brother.
We're gonna run a clip show this week, and they're like, I'm paying $5 for something I already watched.
$5 for clips of Ricky Starks.
Yeah, dude. But we'll see. We'll see with this new vamp of Ring of Honor how it shakes out.
And also one more match that's announced so far. Very excited for this one. You'll see Shay Carmichael and Monica Monroe versus Maya World and Hyon. So Maya World and Hyon still doing some indies, especially one like this. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Athena is one of the people behind Metroplex.
Yeah. I was gonna say it makes sense that you're seeing some AEW talents on this thing, because this is Athena's baby, I think.
So very excited for that match. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a good time. So that's happening Friday. You can look for it on Twitch, YouTube. Definitely check out their social medias. They have their match announcements up there, so you can go see what else is going to be announced for it. You know?
Heck yeah. Yeah, we'll get some road beers.
What is that from?
20 Super Bad.
Is it?
It's like, should we get some beers to go, McLovin? Hell yeah, we should get some road beers. Can I get 13 beers to go, please? We can't pay for these. We've got to call.
I saw a meme of when Bill Hader's like, how old are you? And McLovin's like, old enough.
Old enough.
It's like, old enough for what? To party.
Party.
Hell yeah. All right. So.
Michaels, never meet your significant other in a bar. No. The line is, Michaels, never always take a call at a bar, because for better or worse, you get a beer out of the deal.
Yeah, there you go.
And no, McLovin, you don't want to meet a lady at a bar. You want to meet him at a spin class or like a pumpkin patch. Or
yes, there you go.
Michael, his first wife, whore.
Well, all right. I think that's going to be it for us.
They go literal. We busted her last week.
You have to add that in, Pluggo. You can't just stop.
Yeah, you can't just stop. You got to finish the quote. It's really bad context.
Ooh,
literal. We busted her last week working.
So that's going to be it for us this week. We will be back next weekend. We're going to talk some of the Wrestle Queendom show that's happening. It's a stacked card, so you can look forward to that. For myself, you can find me up on all social media at Graymaker Wrestling Podcast. It's up on all podcast streaming platforms. You can find me here every weekend with this gem. And I just dropped a podcast with Tom D'Amico. He is a director of an upcoming documentary talking about Joshi Wrestling, the Crush Gals, the Jumping Bomb Angels, basically like that All Japan women's sort of era that revolutionized wrestling. He's got a documentary coming out about that. So definitely check that out. And this upcoming week, you're going to get to hear me talk to Nick Shostastic. We had a very fun chat. If you go look on my Instagram right now, you can even see a clip of our conversation. So maybe go do that. Graymaker Wrestling Podcast. You can like and share it. That would be awesome. So that's coming up. Where can they find you, my dude?
Well, like you said earlier, tonight after Elimination Chamber, because Elimination Chamber starts at 7 Eastern, we'll be live right afterwards. I'll be with JPJ and Ella J, breaking it down on Pluggo's Triple P, the post-show, PLE post-show, whatever. We should probably just change that to Triple P. I like calling it Triple P like I'm MJF. And then every Thursday night right here with JPJ Between Two Beards, like he said, every weekend with you at 4 Exposure Pod on all social media is there. And then I'm Pluggo. You search Pluggo, my face will pop up. You never know what's coming up next for me. You'll see. You'll have to see. I'm revamping some things, retooling some things. We'll see where I end up.
Hell yeah! So there you go. It'll be a lot of fun happening here on Love Wrestling. So you can check that out. Hang out with my boy tonight.
That's right. Brunch Gimmick tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Lawrence. You'll want to check that out. Thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. Bryce and Coda and Fernando. And
for the next week, you will get your fill of Elimination Chamber content. So make sure you check it out.
Yes, you will.
So
you
next,
son of a bitch.
You like that, eh? So that's going to be it for us this week. We appreciate you joining us. It was a lot of fun. So,
and I hope, I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm going to scroll up really quick. I hope Equestrian Diva, you chase that wrestling dream.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we'll see you in the chat more often.
Yeah, get out there and do the damn thing. If you want to get into wrestling,
That's right.
there's some great schools out
Because
there.
of Love Wrestling. And they have a school, Clandestine Wrestling Society, MRB, Taryn from Accounting, Stephen Crow all worked at that. So go do that. Go hit them up. There you go.
You will even if you go listen to the Nick Shostastic podcast. That's where he trained. Just saying.
Yeah, Jax Wilder's a trainee from there as well. That's a good school. MRB is one of the best. Taryn from Accounting, one of the best. I can't, they may not be the nicest people on screen, but I guarantee you they'll get you trained up nice, perfect, and get you good. Yeah, for sure. They know what they're doing.
All right. With that said,
all right,
we're out of here. Thanks for joining us.
We're gonna go get some road beers.
We're gonna go get road beers. Peace in the streets.